The discussion to try and end the cover-up of child sex abuse continues at the Vatican today. The Baltimore Archdiocese recently enacted its own policies in advance of the bishop's meeting with the Pope that's going on right now. WMAR 2 News' Mark Roper talked with the survivor of abuse about those changes. So, Mark, what is his reaction to the church taking these steps and to what's going on at the Vatican right now?
Well, Christian, he and many other survivors say that policy changes are long overdue, but whether they hear what they want out of the Vatican this weekend is to be determined.
Childhood sex abuse at the hands of a church member is often a secret which haunts many survivors for years into adulthood.
I never forgot about it, but there were times in my life where I would have, if somebody had asked me, were you abused, I would have denied it because I was so afraid of it. I was afraid. I felt guilty and ashamed. I mean, I felt that was a little bit my fault.
David Lorenz was a teenager when he was abused by a guidance counselor at a Catholic high school in Covington, Kentucky.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to stop it. I was told, you never talk back to, that's what I was taught. You never talk back to adults, and adults never talk back to priests.
But now as an adult himself, Lorenz isn't holding back. He's also the Maryland director of SNAP, the survivors network of those abused by priests. And he has a lot to say about recent policies announced by the Archdiocese of Baltimore to combat abuse and hold local bishops accountable. Some of those new policies include a code of conduct for bishops to sign, Ethics Point, an online system to report cases of abuse, and the creation of an independent review board to receive and handle reports of abuse.
I don't trust them because they've been given an opportunity to do this before. 1985, 1992, 2002, and they've never done it before, so why are they doing it?
The Archbishop of Baltimore got a head start on Rome when the Archdiocese announced it was taking a more aggressive approach to preventing child abuse.
We certainly need to address this crisis forthrightly, but we also need to share what we have done to rid the Church of the scourge of sexual abuse.
Lorenz and other survivors have said the Catholic Church hasn't shared enough.
Priest is accused of child abuse, they release him, they defrock him, he moves on. Where does he go? Where are they? Where are all these priests that they let go?
So is coping with his own abuse enough to make this survivor let go of his faith?
When people say, do you still have faith, I consider that question faith in God. And yes, I do. I do not have faith in this church whatsoever.
And the Maryland director of SNAP says that he would like to see those priests who have been accused or admitted to the sexual abuse of children to be put on a sex offender registry list under Megan's Law. But because of the statute of limitations, few are convicted and therefore few are actually able to be put on a registry list. Later this hour, he'll share why he's skeptical of what Rome is able to accomplish this weekend. Live in downtown Baltimore, Mark Roper, WMAR 2 News.